Yeah, I just wanted to thank Backburner News for putting all of us in a video. I put his link up there in the links area, and thanks a lot for that. That was cool. I want to do a video on something I hadn't really realized. I don't know if anybody else has realized it, but the possible way of all this government debt being paid off or being reduced. And the only way I see is through gold, because what the government has done is borrowed a certain amount of purchasing power, and they want to pay this purchasing power back with dollars that have less purchasing power. And I did a little research, and I figured out how inflation, hyperinflation, also might affect something you borrowed money to own versus something you have after-tax money in. Let's say you get your check and you pay your tax on it, and then you buy silver with it. That silver represents after-tax investment. Now, let's say silver doubles in price. I think silver will actually outperform inflation, but what you have to keep in mind is you're going to have to pay taxes sometime when you sell that silver on the capital gain. So let's say you own some silver, or let's say you own gold that doubles to 2,000. Your purchasing power theoretically hasn't gone up, but you still have to pay taxes on the $1,000 capital gain. That's how inflation can eat you alive when you own something with after-tax money. Hopefully gold will outperform inflation, but I don't think it will. I think silver will. So silver is a better investment than gold, in my opinion. Now, let's say when you buy a house, you borrow $100,000 to buy a house. I know it's a lot more, but I'm just keeping the numbers easy. You're borrowing a certain amount of purchasing power from the bank. Now, if inflation hits, then you're paying that loan back with devalued dollars, which means you're paying it back with less purchasing power than you borrowed. So inflation is actually giving you a gain, because if inflation is at 10% a year, you're only going to be paying back 90,000 of that 100,000. So that's a $10,000 gain. Now the IRS doesn't see that as a gain because it's invisible. It's an invisible gain. All it sees is that you're paying interest that you can deduct off of your income. So you get to deduct the interest off the income and pay the loan back with devalued dollars. So you're actually making a lot more profit with borrowed money than with your own after-tax money. So I don't know, they say never borrow money to make an investment, but I had an opportunity to pay my car off, and I bought silver with it instead, because the dollars, if inflation hits, the money I'll be paying the loan back will be worth a lot less than the money I borrowed to buy the car. So that's about it. Something to think about. So if inflation goes to 10%, you have to be making 17% a year just to make up for inflation and the taxes on a regular tax rate. So I think silver will kill that. So I think silver is the best investment there is right now, and the only way the government can get out of its painting back in its corner is got to be through devaluation. There's no other way. So all roads lead through gold, and therefore silver. So anyway, I want to throw that out there, and I guess that's about it for now. Silver pulled back today. I sold 3 of my 100-ounce bars. I'm going to convert them to coins. I sold them all at 17 bucks, so nice little pullback was nice. And it's a pretty good pullback on some good volume. I'm going to see what happens tonight and tomorrow, and see if I jump back in with a few 100 ounces and go from there. So pretty good volume on the downside here, and silver usually pulls back pretty violently. So even if the Chinese step in later on in Hong Kong, they might not be able to push it up too far with all the selling pressure that's on there right now. So I don't know. Tomorrow's Friday. The market will close, and it'll be closed for Saturday. So I think I'll wait till later tonight, maybe in the middle of the night, and see what's going on, see if it pulls back further, and just go from there. So, but anyway, I timed it out just right using the chart. The MACD was turning down, the relative strength is turning down, and the market looked a little overbought. So today's a good day for me because I sold. It's also a good day for those of you sitting on the fence that don't know if you want to buy or not. So the government's just going to keep painting itself into this corner, and the only way out is through gold, whether they like it or not. I shouldn't say just through gold, but through asset inflation, because everybody who owns assets will have to pay tax on that capital gain. So unless they borrowed the money, then they won't. So borrowed money, inflation good. After tax money, inflation bad, unless you can seriously outperform the inflation and the taxes. So keep that in mind. And I think owning silver is about the best way to go. So that'll do it. And I'll keep reading and keep sending me all those. And thanks for all the nice comments too. I like that. I can't answer them all, but I guess that's it for now. I think October is going to be real interesting. So get your silver now, and that's it. Later.